This is Swiss and Chips, your British guide to Switzerland.
Hello and welcome to Swiss and Chips. My name is Simon and today I'm going to start the show without Jo. She will join me later just in a sec. I'll meet her at the animal park for our episode today. And what we're going to talk about today is animal sounds. But a little bit more about that once Jo joins me. But while I'm heading out to see her, I will do some housekeeping. First of all, as we said last time, we moved to Substack. Substack is a great place because you can subscribe to Swiss and Chips content. So that means you can subscribe also to our newsletter, which has some additional content. How to do so? Head to swissandchips.com, type in your email there, subscribe, and we'll send you every new episode and has always some additional content like survey or some pictures or whatever crosses our ways. It's another great possibility to get direct feedback from you, which we really appreciate, because then we can discuss the episodes. You can also ask questions, which we then will try to answer in the show. And some of you already started to follow us on Substack, and we're extremely pleased and extremely happy, and we want to give them a special welcome and a special thanks because they are the first ones to join us, and some of them are Samir, Julian, Nuclei, Alicia, then Nicolas, Joey, and some more. We really appreciate the early support. And to all of you who didn't subscribe yet, please head over to swissandchips.com or click the link in the show notes. Obviously, everything completely free. And we started a first chat, and also the first person to comment was Chrissy. A special shout out to you as well. And we asked in our chat, what advice would you give anyone who is planning to move to Switzerland? And she said, visit the country first. And I fully support that. I think otherwise that would be quite stupid. Then another feedback we got from John that received us via email. Also there, you can send us your messages just at hello@swissandchips.com. And John gave us a feedback to a Swiss word. You might remember it. It's quite a long time ago we talked about Bünzli. And as always, I had difficulties to explain what exactly it is. So John wrote to us and he said, Dear Jo and Simon, really loving your podcast. I am British, married to my Swiss wife with a half son. After 20 years living in Switzerland, I have also finally become Swiss too. Congrats and thanks a lot for the kind words. So a lot of your content is so relevant to our family. Your piece about Bünzlis made me giggle. So I tried to think of how you would describe this, and the best I could come up with. Now he starts. The term Bünzli is a colloquial Swiss-German word that describes a particular type of person known for their meticulousness and strict adherence to rules. A Bünzli is highly organized, values routine, and is intolerant of rule breakers. I think this, that's my words now. I think this explains it extremely well and much better than I did. He gives some more explanation that we will also put on our website or in the newsletter, so you can have a better insight. But it's quite long, the email. So but the other thing he also says further down is, while some might admire aspects of Bünzli behavior, such as their cleanliness and respect for traditions, many, especially Brits, might find them overbearing and nosy. This can be particularly problematic if you have a Bünzli neighbor in an apartment building, as they might come across as meddlesome or overly critical. I think this is exactly it. So he describes it really well. So thanks a lot, John, for your explanation. He continues with, interestingly, there isn't an exact equivalent in the UK for this term. While certain behavioral traits might be recognized, the concept Bünzli seems to be a uniquely Swiss-German phenomenon. So it seems impossible to find a word that translates Bünzli, but is an essential concept for all newcomers to know about. And I think, this is he really understands the word extremely well, and exactly the same way how I think it's meant. And it made me really laugh and really happy, so I wanted to share it with all of you. And then he continues and says, anyway, looking forward to additional shows. They're really great. Well done. So many thanks to you, John. That really made our day. And we also laughed when reading your email. So special shout out to you. And now I'll head over to the animal park to meet Joe, so we can start to talk about our topic of the day, which is animal sounds. Right, now here we are outside. Jo is back from her run.
Morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you very
much. How was it?
Yeah, very good, very fresh.
Very crisp this morning.
Sure is. Yeah, freezing.
It's a nice place to go running here along the river in Bern at Dählhölzli.
Yes, exactly. There's lots of animals to see.
Yes, do you want to say a little bit something about Animal Park here outside? Because we are not inside the zoo, really.
No, exactly. So in Bern, they have a big animal park. Part of it you have to pay to enter, where the more exotic animals are and the dangerous animals, I'd say. And then they have two other parts that you can visit for free. The first is a small petting zoo, which is where we are right now. You can hear the miniature goats in the background. And the second part is when you walk further along the river, away from the city of Bern, and you can see different animals in kind of large enclosures there, like wild boar, for example. There's loads of them there. And also marmots, if you're lucky.
Yeah, so it's part of the zoo, but it's not inside the zoo. It's free, and it's a Streichelzoo. What's this in English?
A petting zoo.
Petting zoo, yes. Right. What we're going to talk about today is, that's why we are here. We talk about the different sounds animal makes in German and English, because that was quite funny. Only once we had a child, when we made the noises to our daughter, we found out that you don't make the same noises as I do for certain animals.
The animals when we're reading books.
Yeah, before we didn't know, actually.
Nope.
And I looked before.
Oh, here come the llamas.
Oh, yeah.
They've always got llamas here. They spotted us and they're coming out.
Yeah. I tried to find out why this is about these different noises. And I found an interesting podcast. There seems to be quite a lot of research about this topic. So I think if you want to know more about why this is, we just put the link to this other podcast, which is called Why Ducks Say Quack Quack in English, but Gaga in Japanese.
Gaga? Yeah. There's a whole other world of surprises out there for us.
So the episode is called that, and we will link it in our show notes. And but now let's head off to our different sounds. By the way, I also want to mention in this podcast, they say the words for the sounds that animals make are, can you read this word?
Onomatopoeias.
Okay. That means they are formed from an existing sound and intended to imitate it.
Yes.
So
exactly.
If the sound doesn't really exist in your language, then that's why they make a different sound, basically. Do you understand?
You mean if people have never met a duck in real life, they might make a funny sound for it?
No, if your language doesn't have, the sound they make is similar to a sound already existing in your language.
Yeah. The way that the words come together to make sound.
Exactly. So it's extremely simplified. So for the proper answer, better go and check out this other podcast.
The proper answer.
Yeah. Right, but now let's head off and start with a bee.
A bee. Okay, this one we only discovered very recently, didn't we?
Yeah.
So in English, a bee goes buzz, 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 buzz. So do flies, basically. Buzz.
Yeah.
B-U-Z-Z.
And in German, they go, in High German at least, they go sum, sum.
Excuse me?
What I'm wondering is this do you have this song, sum, sum, sum?
No, but I've seen it in German.
Okay, so there you go.
And when I sing it in English to our daughter, I say, bees go buzz, buzz, buzz.
Okay. There you go.
I'm good at translating.
Sum, 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 ein Bienchen summt herum.
Yeah, the bee buzzes around.
Yeah. Next, let's go to bird.
What kind of bird?
Any bird. Well, there are different types, but if it's just a random bird.
So this you should know from social media because of Twitter and the bird.
Oh,
and
tweet,
therefore
tweet.
a tweet. They go tweet,
There you
tweet.
go.
That's
Yeah,
why
in
the
German
tweets
they
were
do
tweets.
beep,
Used
beep.
to be. Beep, beep.
Yeah.
With a P or a B?
A P.
Peep, peep. Beep, beep. Peep, beep, peep.
Exactly. Oh, exactly the sound they make. They don't do tweet, tweet. Oh, yeah, I guess.
There you go.
All right. Cockerel.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. We're getting some real life bird noises here. Blimey. I think the geese want to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should walk back.
In German, it's
the other direction.
kikeriki.
So what now? Kikeriki. Kikeriki.
There you go.
That's funny.
Let's move on to an owl.
Okay, owls go to-it, to-woo.
They just make ooh.
Ooh. That's funny. These animals have got really rowdy here.
With a
I think
dog.
they're excited. All right, dogs either go woof woof or
yeah.
ruff ruff.
Wow, wow is in German.
Wow, wow.
You can even say that if it's like to a child, you would say, this is a wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I have heard people say that dogs go bow, wow, wow in English, but not for like a long time.
Okay.
There's some song from 100 years ago that goes bow, wow, wow, yippee-yi, yippee-yay, where my dog's at. Some people know what I'm talking about.
Cool. Sheep.
Well, they obviously go bar with a B.
Meh. With an M.
That's similar. Yeah, it's not too far off.
Frog. I think
frog.
that's the one where we found out.
This is where we discovered there was a big
Yes.
difference. So frogs go fribbit, fribbit. Fribbit. As in-
They go quack.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they just
Quack.
don't. But I know what does go quack.
What's that then?
Well, ducks go quack, quack. That's quite similar.
Quack, quack. Oh, ducks. What do
Quack,
duck sounds make?
Quack, quack. See, that's your problem. Your frogs and your ducks are too similar.
I guess.
German speakers.
Did we talk about... now we come to the actual noises. Let's go with the horse, seeing as we are standing next to them.
Oh, yeah.
They're not actually here yet. We are too early.
We're too early for the horses. Goodness me. Yeah, so horses go neigh, neigh, neigh. N-E-I-G-H. Neigh.
Whee!
We would describe that as a whinny
Okay.
in English. The horse whinnied.
Wiehern.
Okay.
Let's go with the last one I wrote down is a cuckoo bird.
A cuckoo. Yeah, they
Is
go.
that not a cuckoo bird?
We just call them a cuckoo,
Okay.
not a cuckoo bird. Yeah, cuckoo. They go cuckoo, cuckoo. Hence, they're called cuckoos.
A cuckoo.
And what's the noise that they make?
Cuckoo.
With a T.
Where is the T?
You say cuckoo, or is it a K?
Yeah, with CK.
TK.
CK.
CK. Okay.
Yeah, CK1.
So your cuckoos, your cuckoos are just enunciating a little bit better than they are in English.
I think that's it. I don't think there is anything else on the list, so...
I would only like to add as bonus material that it's not just animals that make different noises in different languages, but everything that makes a noise. For example, police sirens
Oh, yeah,
have a different sound.
Oh, yeah, true. Let's visit the hospital next time.
No, let's stand outside the emergency entrance and discuss with the ambulance drivers what exactly that is.
Oh, yeah. So it makes tuta, tuta.
No. Nino.
No, it makes tuta, tuta.
It absolutely does not. But you know what? To be fair, the actual sirens do make different sounds in different countries anyway, but they definitely don't go doo-dah, doo-dah.
They do
Maybe
in
like the
Swiss
lollipop
German.
bus or something.
Oh, speaking of noises, trains, buses, and so on make,
Yeah.
there is a famous one you need to know in Switzerland, which is...
The post bus.
Yes, how does it go? Do you remember?
Doo-dah-dah.
Yeah, da posto.
Star or something. Yeah. And it actually does make that noise. So I give that a big thumbs up.
There you go. That's a good bridge to head over to... the Swiss word. And the Swiss word today is... It's going to be... I wrote it down and I thought I will not have an explanation for it.
Like always, then.
But yes, but people will probably, I will just refer to myself, it's a Liiri.
Oh, what?
A Liiri.
Liiri.
Yeah.
And it's a noun.
Yes.
A Liiri. And does it have something to do with what we've been talking about?
You can also, as a verb, it's a lira.
Okay. And it has something to do with animals?
No, absolutely not. It has something to do with myself, I would say.
Now I need to tread carefully.
There you go. So lira, there is even a word that is a Liiri-Bänz. I think that's probably...
A Liiri-Bänz, some sort of roll you can eat.
No, it's not a Gritti-Bänz. That would be something to eat. A Gritti-Bänz, by the way, I try otherwise to explain for like 7 hours. Can you briefly explain what the Gritti-Bänz is?
A Gritti-Bänz is a traditional type of bread roll in the shape of a person that is given traditionally to children, but adults can also eat it on the Sammy Claus Day, St. Nicholas's Day, beginning of December.
Go back to lira. Lira is the verb, and it means to jibber jabber endlessly.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
So a Liiri is someone who talks on and on and on.
Yes, and tries to explain and blah, blah. When does this guy stop Liiri? And Liiri-Bänz is specifically probably more something you would say in the Bernese Oberland, in the mountain region. It's a bit more specific, I would say.
For a person who talks a lot.
Yes, it's a Liiri-Bänz.
Oh, du bist so a Liiri-Bänz.
Hey, yes, exactly. By the way, before we stop...
Can I just say the English sort of related word for this would be potentially a chatterbox. But that's more for children. You are such a little chatterbox.
Yes, it's true, but
it's not really for adults.
But lira means more like... Yes, that's very similar. But lira is to... Basically exactly what I do now, to explain, but just all wrong.
Go on and
go on and
it gets more and more complicated.
Yes. It's not like just jibber jabber endlessly. It's just like jibber jabber, but all wrong and complicated and exactly what I'm doing now. Right.
Yes, okay.
Don't laugh like that.
It's funny.
I tried to stop. Why don't you stop me then?
The end.
Right. Before we stop the episode, I also wanted to point out something very specific that just happened to me. When I was waiting for you coming back from your run.
Yes.
I saw a squirrel. I instantly took out my phone and took a video.
Oh, no.
I've got maybe 1 second of it.
Great.
So I was extremely happy. But then later on, I saw it up in the trees.
Yeah.
In the tree, and then I took another video, which is extremely bad, but I'll share it if you go to our website, which is called swissandchips.com, subscribe to our newsletter. I'll put a short video in it so you can see the fantastic imaginary that I took of it. And why
bonus content for newsletter subscribers, is that what we've got here?
Yes.
Squirrel videos.
And why is that extremely specific Swiss?
Well, Simon... Where do I begin? Okay. So in the UK, we have lots of grey squirrels, which are actually the invasive species. We used to have these cute-looking fluffy red squirrels that you have here with the little tufty hair on the back. And they're everywhere in the UK. They eat loads of food. We're used to them. Some people, don't really love them. But tourists love them and take loads of photos and videos because they're quite tame, so they come pretty close. The grey squirrels.
Yeah,
and they
that's
get
what I did when I came for the first time.
And my family stood around and kind of went, oh, what's he doing? These tourists taking pictures of the squirrels. And they're just everywhere. But here you've got the red squirrels, which I think are a bit more shy. I'm no animal expert, although you might think differently after listening to this episode. So yeah, for you, it's quite rare to see a squirrel so close up and so tame.
Yeah.
And for us, it's also nice when we come here because we're not used to seeing red squirrels so much. And here they are.
I didn't even know they are different. I just thought, wow, they've got so nice and big ones there, and they're so close.
And we're like, these rodents.
So anyway, that was it for today. Don't forget to click in the link in our show notes to chat with us directly. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think.
More animal noises, please.
Exactly.
Don't send them, just tell us about them.
Yes, exactly. And subscribe to our newsletter.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.